This common avocado habit can raise stroke risk by 47% after 60. Heart attack and stroke guide. Have you ever tried to eat healthier only to feel worse after? I want to tell you something I wish more people over 60 knew. A single avocado habit can quietly increase stroke risk by 47% in just 7 days. And 99% of older adults, yes, almost all, are doing it without realizing. John was 68. He walked daily, took his meds, ate clean. But a simple change in how he ate avocado sent him to the hospital with a mini stroke. I've spent 30 years helping patients recover from strokes, and I've learned this. It's not just what you eat, it's how you eat it. So in this video, just you and me, we'll walk through the 6 biggest mistakes with avocado after 60, and I'll show you how to enjoy it safely for your heart, your brain, and your future. And if this is the kind of information you wish someone had told you sooner, I invite you to subscribe to Heart Attack and Stroke Guide. Because the more you know, the more power you have to care for your heart, your brain, and the people you love. When you subscribe, it helps us keep creating trusted health videos, especially for older adults like you who deserve clear, gentle guidance. Now, let's start with one of the most common mistakes I see.
Mistake number 6. Storing cut avocados with the pit left in. Let's start with one of the most common habits I see in older adults who eat avocado. You cut it in half, leave the pit in, wrap it, pop it in the fridge. Sounds harmless, right? It even feels smart, something you picked up from your mom or maybe a cooking show on TV. But here's the truth. Leaving the pit in doesn't keep the avocado fresh, not in any meaningful way. A 2019 study from the University of California looked into this. They stored hundreds of avocado halves, some with the pit, some without. After 24 hours, they used special tools to measure browning. And guess what? The pit only slowed browning in the tiny spot it touched. The rest of the avocado, it browned just the same. So if you're thinking the pit protects the fruit, it doesn't. And the real danger is this. Because we believe the pit keeps it fresh, we often store it longer than we should. But after just 48 hours in the fridge, avocado can start growing listeria, a type of bacteria that can cause serious infection. It's especially dangerous for people with weak immunity. And yes, that includes older adults, even if you feel healthy. One of my patients, 72, saved a half avocado with the pit in for 3 days. It looked fine, no smell. But she ended up in the hospital with gut pain and fever. Turned out to be a bacterial infection. She thought she was eating healthy, but it backfired quietly. So here's what I want you to do instead. Right after cutting, lightly brush the surface with fresh lemon or lime juice. Wrap it tightly, not just plastic over the top. Use an airtight container or beeswax wrap, and try to eat it within 24 to 48 hours. If you live alone, slice just what you need. Keep the rest whole. It keeps better that way. Simple steps, but they can protect you from something serious. All right, let's move to the next mistake. This one's even more important if you're taking medication for your heart or blood.
Mistake number 5. Eating avocados while taking blood thinners. Now, if you're taking a blood thinner, I want you to pay close attention here, because this next mistake is one that even most doctors miss unless they work with nutrition every day. You see, avocados are high in vitamin K. That's the vitamin that helps your blood clot. And if you're on a medication like warfarin, you're actually taking that drug to do the opposite, to thin your blood and prevent clots. So here's the problem. When you suddenly eat more avocado, your vitamin K jumps, and that can quietly cancel out the effect of your medication. I had a patient, 68, who was stable for 3 years after heart surgery. INR levels perfect, no issues. Then he started eating avocado toast every morning. Within 2 weeks, his INR dropped from 2.5 to 1.2. He didn't feel anything until he had a small stroke. That's how silent this could be. I'm not saying you have to stop eating avocado, not at all. But what matters most is consistency. If you plan to eat avocado daily, you can, just let your doctor know. They can adjust your dosage to keep things balanced. And if you only eat it occasionally, try not to swing back and forth. That's what throws the system off. Also be careful with things like guacamole, green smoothies, or even avocado oil. They might seem harmless, but they add up. Here's a small step you can take right now. Start a simple food journal. Write down when and how much avocado you eat. Even once a week helps your doctor see the pattern. And always bring it up at your next checkup. It could be the one thing that keeps your blood thin and your brain safe. All right, let's keep going. The next mistake might surprise you, especially if you've ever tossed a firm avocado into your smoothie. Have you ever felt bloated or tired after a healthy breakfast? The problem might be hiding in your avocado.
Mistake number 4, using unripe avocados in your smoothie. Now, I want to ask you something. Have you ever blended a firm avocado into your smoothie just because it was sitting on the counter? You're trying to eat healthy, so it seems harmless enough. But here's what I've seen again and again, especially in people over 60. Unripe avocados are harder to digest, and they contain a compound called persine, a natural toxin the fruit makes to defend itself. Normally, when the avocado ripens, persine levels drop. But if you eat it too early, especially in a full smoothie, your gut pays the price. I've had older patients come in with cramps, bloating, diarrhea, and they thought it was something they caught, but it was their breakfast smoothie. A study from 2020 found that unripe avocados have over 3 times more persine than ripe ones. That's enough to upset your gut bacteria, and over time, that weakens digestion and immunity. And you can taste the difference too, right? Unripe avocados are chalky, bitter, and they don't blend well. So let's make it easier for your body and your blender. Here's what to do. When you hold the avocado, it should give a little under gentle pressure. Not hard, not mushy, just soft enough. You can also check under the little stem nub. If it pops off easily and the color is green, it's ready. If it's brown or doesn't budge, wait another day. And here's a little trick. Put the avocado in a brown paper bag with a banana or apple. That helps it ripen in just 2 to 3 days. But please, don't microwave it or bake it to cheat the process. That softens the outside, but doesn't reduce the toxins inside. So next time you're making a smoothie, take just a few extra seconds. Your stomach and your long-term health will thank you. All right, let's move on to the next mistake. And this one can trigger an allergic reaction you never saw coming. Mistake number 3, eating avocado if you have a latex allergy. Have you ever felt a strange itch around your lips or throat after eating avocado? Maybe just a little swelling or a mild rash that came and went. You might have brushed it off as nothing, but it could be your body trying to warn you. You see, some people, especially those over 60, have what's called a latex fruit allergy. It means your immune system reacts to a certain protein found in latex, and unfortunately, that same protein is also in avocado. Your body can't always tell the difference, so it treats avocado like a threat. And the reaction? It can be as mild as a tingle or as dangerous as trouble breathing. I had a patient, a retired nurse, who'd had minor latex reactions at work, gloves, balloons. But one evening, she had guacamole at a restaurant. Within minutes, her throat closed up. She needed emergency care. That's how quickly it can turn serious. And what's more, cooking the avocado doesn't help. These proteins are heat stable, so even avocado oil, baked goods, or sauces can still trigger a reaction. Now you may say, but I've eaten avocado for years without a problem. That's common,
but allergies can develop later in life, especially past 60. And one exposure may sensitize your body, so the next one hits harder. So if you've ever had a reaction to latex or to foods like bananas, kiwis, papayas, or chestnuts, you could be at risk. Here's what I recommend. Ask your doctor for a simple allergy test. A skin prick or a blood test can give you a clear answer. If you do have latex fruit syndrome, the safest choice is to avoid avocado completely, even trace amounts. And if you're dining out, always let your server know. Sometimes avocado is hidden in salad dressings, dips, or even breads. And if you've ever had a moderate or strong reaction, keep an epinephrine pen nearby, just in case. This isn't to scare you, it's to help you stay in control and safe. We still have 2 more mistakes to cover, and the next one might surprise you because it's something trending all over the internet, but could seriously harm your gut. Mistake number 2, eating the avocado seed. Have you ever seen someone online blend up the avocado seed in their smoothie? Maybe they said it was packed with antioxidants. Maybe you even thought about trying it yourself. But here's what I want you to know. That trend is dangerous, especially after 60. I've seen patients with good intentions follow bad advice from the internet and end up in the emergency room. Yes, the avocado seed does contain some antioxidants, but it also contains something else, persin, a compound that can be toxic in large amounts. Not just that, the seed is dense, sharp, and hard to break down. Your stomach acid can't digest it properly, so instead of helping you, it can irritate or even tear your intestines. One woman, just 26, added seed powder to her smoothie every morning for 3 weeks. Then she came in with severe stomach pain. A CT scan showed tiny tears in her small intestine. She needed surgery to recover. And that's in someone young. Now imagine what that could do to a digestive system over 60. Even worse, some compounds in the seed can mimic cyanide in the body at high levels. Yes, the same warning we give for apple seeds applies here too. And here's the truth. Even the strongest home blenders can't grind the seed into a fully safe form. Those little chunks you see, they're sharp enough to do real damage. So what can you do instead? If you don't like wasting the seed, you can compost it, or use it as a natural dye or decoration. But please, don't eat it. Not raw, not powdered, not baked. No trusted doctor or nutritionist will ever recommend putting the seed in your smoothie. And if you've tried it before and felt off afterward, your body might have already been trying to warn you. You deserve better than internet myths. You deserve real health. Now let's move to the final mistake. And this one, it's not in your fridge. It's in your frying pan. Mistake number 1, cooking avocado at high heat. Now let's talk about one final mistake, and it's more common than most people realize. Have you ever grilled an avocado or stirred it into a hot pan? Maybe added it into soup or on top of steaming food? It might seem harmless, but heating avocado, especially at high temperatures, can destroy the very nutrients that make it healthy. You see, avocado is rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that protect your heart. But those fats are heat sensitive. When you cook them too hot, they break down and release harmful byproducts, called lipid peroxides. That means instead of helping your heart, they could quietly stress your body, increase inflammation, and even damage your cells over time. And it doesn't stop there. Vitamin C, vitamin K, folate, all of those good nutrients in avocado, they disappear with just a few minutes of pan frying. So what's the right way to eat avocado? Keep it cool, room temperature, or add it only after your food has cooled slightly. If you're making a warm dish, wait until it's not steaming hot, then gently add fresh slices of avocado on top. You still get that creamy texture without cooking away its benefits. And here's a good rule of thumb. If it's too hot to touch,
it's too hot for your avocado. So next time you're preparing a meal, treat avocado like something precious. Because it is, especially after 60. You've made it through all 6 mistakes. Now you know how to keep avocado a true superfood, not a silent threat. Stroke and heart attacks don't knock on your door. They come in silence, and sometimes through the foods we trust most. That's why I walked you through these 6 avocado mistakes today, not to scare you, but to show you how small changes can protect your heart, your brain, and your peace of mind. And I want you to know something important. It's never too late. Even one gentle change, like waiting for your avocado to ripen, can support your health even after 60. These are the same steps I give to my own patients. And honestly, the same advice I'd give to my brother, my wife, or a lifelong friend sitting across from me. So if this video helped you feel more informed or just a little more in control of your health, please take a moment to subscribe to Heart Attack and Stroke Guide. You'll get clear, caring advice just like this for your heart, your brain, and your future. And if you know someone over 60 who's trying to eat better, send this to them. It could make all the difference. Remember what we said at the very start? Even something as healthy as an avocado can work against you if handled wrong. But now you know better. And as the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Take good care. You deserve to feel strong, clear, and well every single day.